Hey church family, this is Andy. For you guys who don't know me, I'm the youth pastor and media director here at the church. And so I've been tasked with the responsibility of giving you guys kind of a virtual tour so that when you arrive here on June 14th, you kind of have an idea of what to expect. Just a couple of things of reminder, just as we kind of get ready for service. And at the filming of this video, it's tomorrow morning. We have several services on June 14th. We have 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30 services. Those services will be about an hour long. I'll mention that here a little bit later in the video. But just a reminder, if you have RSVP'd for a service, if you're coming to the 8 o'clock service, that is a mask required service. But if you go to the 9:30, 11, or 12:30, it's a masks encouraged service. And so I'm just going to give you a walkthrough of basically what happens when you get to the parking lot, as well as how you get in and leave. So when you arrive here on site, you'll notice that actually the parking lot is not completed yet. There's just several elements of our building that won't be completed till next week, but that won't stop us from being able to gather together and worship. So you'll see the stripes on the parking lot. We just ask that you park in a orderly manner. Obviously, we're not going to be dealing with large numbers at a time because our services are limited in its capacity, but when you get here, we ask that you park in an orderly fashion and begin to work your way into the new building. So as you guys arrive on site, obviously if you're coming to the 8 o'clock service, we would encourage you guys to come on into the building. But one of the things that we're trying to balance is being able to keep the facility closed after services so that we can get it sanitized and so that we can get it clean. So as you come up to the church, you're going to see this awesome sign right here under the portico. And we've color coded it as well as put a sign on it so that it is as simple to understand as possible. When you get here, if it is green and says come on in, then come on in. But the other side of the sign is what you would expect. It's a red sign and it says, please wait, service in progress. And so that way it gives us the opportunity to finish a service off, get the people out, get it sanitized before we get the next group of people in. So we just ask that you pay attention to that sign as you get here so that you know when it's time to come in and when it is time to wait. Sign here on the left, and then hopefully an open door or a greeter on the right. And so what we ask is that as you get here, you go in through the right-hand side doors. There'll be greeters waiting for you with doors open for you so that you don't actually have to physically touch the doors. And then they will take you into the Welcome Center itself as you work your way into the sanctuary. And as you come into the Welcome Center, if you are a first-time guest, you can come up to our Welcome Center desk and we will have a guest bag for you with information about our congregation as well as a gift for you. But if you are a family with kids, because we are having kids worship with their families during this re-entry phase, we also have some information for all of our kiddos. It's got coloring pages and activity sheets and things like that that will help them stay a little bit more connected, a little bit more involved during our worship time. From there, you'll work your way into the sanctuary, but we also recognize that with the new building, and it's something that you all have waited for so long, that you will want to see other parts of the building. And so during this re-entry phase, there are going to be parts of the building that are roped off or blocked off, and that's just to guarantee that we can keep areas sanitized, that, you know, the old sanctuary, because it's being used as an area that's for, greater health precautions, we just ask that those areas stay roped off. And so as you'll notice going down the hallway, their areas will be blocked off to where you can't get into the old part of the building. Over here by the lounge area, it will also be blocked off. And that's just to, like I said, guarantee that these areas can stay sanitized, separated from one another. But there'll be a day when we'll be able to open it up. We'll be able to let you guys just tour it and see all the amazing things that are in this facility. But for now, when you come into the Welcome Center, we just ask that, like I said, if you're a first-time guest, you grab your bag. If you've got kiddos, you grab your folders and then work your way into the sanctuary. And as you enter the sanctuary, we just would encourage you to find a seat. Now, you'll notice that the rows are from front to back. They're 6 feet apart from one another. But in order to get that 6 feet social distancing from not only front to back, but side to side, we ask that you keep 3 chairs between your family and another individual that is not in your family. So, for example, if you have a family of 5, that's great. We would encourage you guys to sit close together, but just keep 3 chairs between you you and that person that's not in your family, either to your left or to your right. Now, when service begins, our services will be what you guys are pretty much used to. You know, we'll have music, we'll have preaching and testimony. We're even having a baptism at our 9:30 service. But when service is done, which our services are going to be about an hour, just to allow plenty of time to be able to clean and sanitize the facility for the next crew. But once the service is done, we'll ask you to depart the building. We would love it and highly encourage you all to chat, spend time together, interact with each other outside of the actual physical building itself. So once you go into the parking lot, we highly encourage that. But just to allow us to be able to clean the facility as well as keep 6 feet social distancing, we ask that once you get out of the building, you guys can fellowship, but we just would ask that you would not do that while you're in the facility itself. One thing about the service that I want you to be aware of is if you are a family that has young kids, especially a mom or a dad who might need to go and take their child to the cry room. The cry room for this particular Sunday will not be available, but it will be available next week. And so, but we want you to know that there are options out there for you. And so as you'll notice, the exit doors, on the outside of those exit doors, there are TV monitors in the lobby. So if you've got a little one that needs just a few minutes to kind of get himself back together or just kind of need a break, feel free to go out into the lobby for a few minutes. There are TV monitors that are out there, and you'll be able to watch the service while you regroup your little one. So as you can see, we really do want this to be the most simplistic thing for you guys. We don't want this to be stressful. And so basically it's not complicated. When you get here, you park, you work your way in, you just kind of be sensitive to the people around you, because there are some that the COVID-19 has hit them in a really, really powerful way, and then others not so much. And so we just want to love our neighbor as ourselves and demonstrate God-like love to them. And so we hope that your time of worship on Sunday is fantastic. If there's anything that we can do, please let us know. We would be more than happy to help and try to assist in any way that we can. But we're more than anything else, we're excited about a building. We're excited about the completion of the project. But more than anything else, we're just excited to be able for the body to get together and to encourage and to build one another up in the Lord, and just to worship Jesus, which is, the most important part of our Sunday morning gatherings. And so we look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. So God bless, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon.